watching Let's Chat.
February is almost over. That means March right around the corner. So we are getting closer and closer day by day to baseball season. I love how that just rolls off the tongue. Baseball season. Rich Mozingo, our friend, is here with the Chattanooga Lookouts. Rich, good to see you.
Good morning.
I think the last time you were here, it was either just before or just after the extension was announced that the Lookouts would, in fact, be playing. You were kind of walking on water when you found out that, we are going to have baseball this season. What's it like? I know you went from one set of issues or problems or challenges directly into another one. Tell us what you've been doing since our last visit.
Running like crazy. We're busy, and we finally released a schedule, and that was last week, and now it's getting real. I mean, the fact is, we're going to start on May 4th, whether we like it or not, and it's all got to happen in that period of time. And you know, when the stadium is going to be dormant for probably 21 months, and there's just a lot of stuff to get our stadium back up and running to where it needs to be to have Lookouts baseball. But you know, we're super excited to be in the position to do that.
Even just the physical aspect of doing housekeeping around the stadium, any facility that goes unused for 21 months, you got a heck of a lot to do.
No, it's unbelievable the amount of stuff you got to do. You know, the playing surface is in pretty decent shape, but it's got to be brought up to a professional baseball level. You know, just all the stuff that just hasn't happened. You know, in your house, if you don't flush your toilet for 20 months, you got a problem. So
yes, you do.
We're working on those things right this minute, and those will all happen, and those will be going the right direction. The bigger issue for us, Chip, is what we're going to do to keep our fans safe and keep our players safe through the upcoming baseball season.
Which leads me into the next question. What are you going to do to keep the fans safe? We'll begin with the fans.
Well, and you know, it's going to be a matter of social distancing, and we will limit crowds when the season starts and try to figure out what we can do as we go along throughout the course of the season to make it to allow the most people to like Lookouts baseball, to enjoy Lookouts baseball, but also to make sure everyone's safe. So we'll start selling our baseball season. We'll only sell the first 3 homestands because we think, as everyone else does, that the movement in the virus and the changes in the health department are going to change on a week-by-week basis. So we're going to try to do our best to keep fans safe, social distance, and let as many people enjoy baseball as we can.
This is not a shameless plug for you to go ahead and buy your box seats or to get your outings for the spring and summer lined up at the Lookout Stadium, but you probably ought to go ahead and do that just for that reason. You're only going to sell a limited, finite number of whether it's box seats, individual seats, or even regular tickets.
Well, and you know, we'll probably be, when we start the baseball season off, we'll probably be less than 50% capacity at our ballpark, because that's what we have gone in, we have mapped out the seating bowl, and we've tried to figure out how to keep people socially distanced and safe and in a place where they can enjoy baseball. So we'll probably be at less than 50%, and that'll gear up hopefully throughout the course of the year.
What about keeping the players safe?
You know, that's a whole different set of rules there. They'll be tested every other week. They'll be very much distanced from fans. You know, where we used to be very accessible and autographs and those sorts of things, we're going to have to spread that out a little bit more. And whether, like when we start the baseball season, we're not going to be getting autographs from our baseball players. And please don't take it out on them. It is not their fault, but we need to keep distance so these guys can get a full baseball season under their belt.
Your players have a certain number of rules and regulations they have to follow, just like Major League Baseball does. So as Rich said, don't take this personally. The season opens up Tuesday, May the 4th, against this little team from, and you got to love the team names, the Rocket City Trash Pandas.
Yeah, they have. You know what? Talking about bad break, they were scheduled to open last year, and then the pandemic hit. So they have missed an entire baseball season, their first baseball season. So they're starting out. They're starting on the road in Chattanooga. We're excited to have them in. Actually expecting a few people up from that part of the world to come see those guys at opening homestand.
And the home fans for the Lookouts are certainly entitled to talk trash to the Pandas.
As they should.
In fact, encouraged to talk trash to the Pandas. Going back generations, and I mean generations, the Lookouts have had one of the biggest traditions on promotions in and around the baseball season. You, since you're going to have an abbreviated season, you got a whole lot of promotions you're going to have to jam into a much shorter period of time. Can you give us just an idea of a couple of them?
Well, absolutely. You know, one of the things that we do and love and Chattanooga loves is fireworks. So we're going to do fireworks throughout the course of the season. We're working with Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union again to figure out what used car night's going to look like. You know, used car night is sold out for 21 straight years now. 6,000 people in our ballpark. It doesn't look like that's going to happen throughout the course of this baseball season, but they are committed to Lookouts baseball and committed to giving away cars, so we're trying to figure out how that's going to look this year. You know, one of the things that's going to miss, Chip, is some of our entertainers that we've had in the past, like superstars. Once again, they do a lot of work inside the stands, and with social distancing, that's going to be very difficult for us to do. We are still just barely stepping our toe into the waters and trying to figure out what we can and can't do. And once again, the most important thing for us is safety.
I would imagine that just on your list alone, there are dozens, if not hundreds, of small logistical items that 99% of us never have thought of. I'm certainly glad you're the one that has to sleep with that every night and deal with that every day. So it is almost time for Batter Up. Are season tickets available now?
Season tickets are available right this minute. You can find us on lookouts.com or call the ticket office at 267-4849.
All right.
So you could do that, or just come by after starting next Monday.
You're going to be coming back to see us as we get closer to opening day, which again is Tuesday, May the 4th at Chattanooga Lookouts. Again, check out the website, lookouts.com. Got a baseball. I'm going to see what I can do. I'm just kidding. We'll be back right after this.